Hi everybody, Sarah and Lori here. We are going to give you another update. It's July 28th, and as you can see, we're in the cat area. All the cats are being well taken care of. So I'm going to go ahead and start with some of the questions about Gail. I know that we can't really answer too many of the questions. We're referring people to the Sheriff's Department because we're focusing on caring for the animals that are coming in.
Absolutely.
But I did see that there was a lot of shares and things like that about Gail going back to work yesterday. That is not the case. She is suspended at this time. And people are asking about her mail route, which we don't know. So you would just have to contact the post office or the Sheriff's Department as well.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the animals. So I know we went up to 100 animals. So we originally had 92. More animals came in, we reached 100, and now we're at 108, right?
Yes. So our initial intake was 92. A couple days after our initial intake, we saw a few more cats come in as we had anticipated, because we had a couple that had gotten loose from the initial transport out of the home into their travel carriers to be able to come over and be transported to the shelter. So we were anticipating that. We were not anticipating is that, as the sheriff had mentioned in his press conference and as he asked of the public, was if you are helping this individual and if you are housing any of her animals in your own home, that you need to relinquish them, that they are part of a cruelty case, and if you don't, you could potentially face criminal charges. And so what we are seeing now is that that is what is happening. So friends of Gail who have helped her, for lack of a better term, are now coming forward and are letting us know and letting Gail know that they are no longer comfortable with keeping these animals in the home. And so we are starting to see a slow trickle of animals coming in. As I had mentioned, it's going to be a slow trickle of getting animals out. We're still seeing animals trickling in. So as of today, we just got another 4 cats and another 4 dogs. So yes, that puts us at 108 animals as of today.
We do expect probably to have more animals coming in, so your support is just ongoing if anyone can help. I know one of the dogs is missing the bottom jaw completely, right?
Yeah, so there is one wonderful rescue local to us that has a handful of these dogs from the initial intake that never even came to our shelter. That they had agreed to step in and help just to kind of lighten our load a little bit. And one of the dogs that they have, as well as one of the dogs that we received today, is missing a good portion of the lower jaw. And we're going to be doing a really thorough exam on that baby today to determine if that's just from severe dental disease and neglect, where the lower jawbone essentially just recedes. She is able to eat and drink normally, and she's a happy little girl. So we're not anticipating that being an issue for her moving forward, but it is obviously something that's not normal. And so we will be doing our very best to make sure that she is comfortable, and if she needs any medical treatment moving forward, that we take care of that for her.
And also, we are putting up a lot of the dogs for adoption. We believe they're Gail's dogs that were born in her care. They're not lost animals. So far, we've been just spaying and neutering and giving them all the vaccines, everything they need. So far we've gotten 5 adoptions, I think, in the last day or 2.
Yeah, so we were able to do all 17 of the dogs that came in. We had 12 initially, and then we had 5 more that came in a couple days later. Those have all been spayed and neutered and have all been made available for adoption. 5 of them have been adopted, so we still have quite a few from the case that are currently available and ready to go. And then these 4 that have come in today will get on our surgery schedule and be available soon. The cats yesterday, my team was phenomenal and did 30 plus surgeries to just try and make a small dent in the number of surgeries that we need. We, just to clarify, are starting with the feral and semi-feral cats first, and this is a very strategic plan, and the reason for that is the likelihood of these animals being a house cat or an owned pet is very unlikely. And now that we have seen the number of people that are reaching out wanting to come in and ID and possibly reclaim their pets has slowed down dramatically. We feel that we are in a comfortable position to be able to move these cats on a working cat pathway. just so everybody is aware, the longer these animals are in our care, the longer that they're in a kennel environment and they are stressed, even with how quiet and calm it is in here, this is not their normal day-to-day. This is not the environment that they want to be in. So every day that they're here, the potential for them to break with illness increases. And when we have 1 or 2 cats that break with illness, the likelihood of many of them breaking with illness goes up exponentially. So it is our goal to get as many of these surgeries done on these semi-feral and feral cats to get them on their working cat pathway and out of here as quickly as possible. So with that, by the end of today, you will see if you go to our website that there will be a significant amount of cats available, and they will have, as Sarah mentioned in our last video, they will have a very distinguishing icon or picture underneath their photo that says, I'm part of the Working Cat program. And so I invite anybody who has a barn, a large piece of property, a warehouse, a storefront, just the ability to provide good quality care for outdoor cats who deserve, like we said last time, a loving second chance at the rest of their life. Please come in and take them. We ask that you try and take them in pairs. Everybody, we would like to go with a buddy. There is no adoption fee for working cats, and you can take as many as you feel that you can comfortably provide food, water, shelter, and medical care for if they should need it. So,
can you explain a little more about why we have a working cat program? Because I know it can be controversial sometimes.
Yes.
A lot of people think that all cats should be indoor cats. So why do we have this working cat program, and how is it beneficial just for general population?
Right. So many years ago, when I even first started here, we were not a no-kill facility, and so our options for feral cats was very limited, if any. So in order to see the value in a pet's life, whether they are a house cat or a feral cat, we have, and it's nationwide. This isn't just an HSTC thing, this working cat program.
This is not something that we decided. We
right.
make all of our decisions off of research.
Correct. We follow very high standards for protocols in regards to TMVR programs and working cat programs, and all of the standards. We're very big followers of University of Florida, who has a phenomenal vet program there, and a shelter program as well, shelter medical program. So essentially, instead of, the only other option would have been in years past to humanely euthanize feral cats when they came in. This gives them the opportunity to have a live outcome. Once an animal is spayed and neutered, obviously they can't reproduce, so colonies do not grow, they stay the same. There's a misconception that if you take a cat out of a colony and you euthanize it, that the colony will eventually shrink, and it's actually quite opposite. So when you take a cat out of a colony, you free up a space, another unaltered cat will come in, and they will go rampant, and they will actually make that colony grow. So by releasing TNVR cats and working cats back where they are coming from, or back into homes where they can be cared for, we're actually doing a good thing. And so our goal is to try and have as many live, happy, healthy outcomes as we can, and the Working Cat program is a huge component of that.
Thank you. So yeah, as Lori mentioned, we have about 90 cats now.
Yeah.
And about 30 of them so far, after being evaluated, probably will need to be in that program.
Yeah.
So again, if they're going up for adoption like today, probably.
Right. When we did our walkthrough on Saturday, we literally look at every single cat. We assess their behavior, their temperament, and all of the things, medical, everything. We came to the conclusion that 35 of them would benefit from the Working Cat program, because they are not forwardly friendly. They're scared. You can tell they're looking outside. They want to be outside.
And there's a difference between a regular house cat being scared and
Right.
a semi-feral cat
Right.
being scared.
Right.
So like our staff, they work with the cats every single day. They know the difference if
Yes.
this cat is an outdoor cat versus if it's a scared indoor cat.
Yes. And to be very honest, I thought our number was going to be significantly higher. Just in the short time that these cats have been here, several of them that we had initially earmarked that would potentially be working cats are now some of the friendliest and the nicest cats. So we are taking it day by day. A lot of these cats, now that they have had the opportunity to have some space and some quiet and some food and water, are coming out of their shells and coming forward and showing that they are willing to trust us again. So we absolutely are going to put them on an adoption pathway where they would be a potentially great house pet. Our whole goal is to try and make great matches for you guys, whether that's a working cat or an adoptable cat or a dog. We want to set these babies up for success. We never want to see them back here again. We want you guys to take them home and love them for the rest of their years, and we're really confident that we're going to be able to do that. Yeah.
And to see the dogs and the cats available for adoption, you can go on our website, hstc1.org. And the cats specifically, we're going to keep their numbers as their names. So, of course, after adoption, you guys can change their names. But just for tracking purposes, you can go on our website, and let's say you see a cat that's the name is number 71. That's from the Hoarding case.
Correct.
And then the dogs, I believe we gave them names,
We
correct?
did name the dogs, if you can imagine, coming up with 108 names that are all unique, so we don't have duplicates on top of the current animals that we have is a bit daunting. And so I knowing that most people are going to rename and give a fresh start, which I think is a beautiful thing. The number system has worked for us because we can actually identify exactly what kennel they're in. So if you say, I'm going to adopt number 11, we know they're in kennel E5. And so it just makes things a lot more simpler on this end with this many animals. So it's not for lack of wanting to name them, because we love naming these babies, but this
20 hot chicken wings.
Right.
We name them crazy stuff sometimes.
Yes. So you get the joy of naming your baby and giving a fresh start.
And another thing I want to mention, if you're not part of our Facebook group, it's called Adoptable Pets of HSTC. It's a Facebook group. I would encourage you to join it because our staff and volunteers have been posting updates on these animals. And just the other day, Jasmine, one of our cat techs, posted a beautiful update of a bunch of different videos of all these cats when they came in super scared, and now they're rolling around in catnip.
Yeah.
So if you do want to follow more of a personal update for all these animals specifically, I would encourage you to go to that Facebook group.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then the animals that we got, the 8 animals that we got today, and any animals we get moving forward, are we posting pictures so people can identify?
Yes, absolutely.
Just like we did with the other animals?
Correct. So we will be working to get them all processed, vaccinated, get their initial exams done. That includes a picture, and we will be updating our current album so that everybody, even the newer arrivals, are on that album as well. I don't know, we haven't discussed, and so this is just something we'll discuss really quick in front of everybody. If we were gonna earmark the ones that are on the current albums that have been adopted, just so that people aren't calling in regards to the same dog or the same cat. That might be something that we can look into, or take them off the album, something just so that you guys, so you're not calling about the same, handful. I mean, they're all special and beautiful, and they all deserve the chance to go home, but
if they're not here and you're trying to identify them, that makes sense.
Correct. Yeah. So we need to discuss that a little bit more, but to try and keep that up to date and current as they're getting adopted, taking them off, so you guys can kind of see where we're at in the process too, because you guys are the ones that are coming in. Our community is the one that is coming in and helping see this to fruition. So we'll definitely work on that.
Okay. So for an updated of how many animals have been reunited, unfortunately, it's so sad to say 3. I mean, that's wonderful that the 3 people got their cats back, but we've had over 100 people coming in through our shelter, walking through, and we've made no positive return to owner claims other than those 3. One of them was actually our staff member. A staff member, her colony cat was in Gail's house, which is unbelievable. So if you lost your animal, I would encourage you to, if it's within Martin County, post it on the Martin County Lost and Found Pets. It's a Facebook group. Animal Services is also on that group, so they'll be able to track as well. Also, if you think we have one of your cats or dogs, go to Help the Animals or email helptheanimals@hstc1.org. And Lori has been monitoring that day and night. She's done a fantastic job. Just FYI, she has over 4,000 emails right now, and she's doing so good. I don't think she's sleeping, but she's doing great. No, so kudos to Lori.
Thank you.
So go ahead, email helptheanimals@hstc1.org, and then our staff's going to go through and try to match up all the information you give us. Do you want to talk any more about that?
So we are starting with the semi-feral and the feral cats first, because I want to give as much time as possible for any potential owners to have the opportunity to be reunited with their pets. That has always been our main goal. Understanding that I can't hold on to these animals indefinitely, as much as I would love to reunite every single one of them. The emails have been coming in. I've been responding to them as quickly as I have been able to. Hopefully you guys have all felt that in the responses. And I want to just clarify, so there were 20, 30, 50, 70 emails coming in some days. And I was responding to all of them. That has slowed down to a handful now. So I do feel comfortable at this point in time that the vast majority of people who thought that they could potentially have a cat or a dog here have been responded to and have had the opportunity to physically come in and ID these cats for themselves. So I feel personally very confident that we are not going to be placing up for adoption somebody's pet that didn't have the opportunity to come in and try and reclaim their baby. So just to clarify, if you do still see some of these updated pictures that are coming in, I'm still going to be checking these emails day and night. That's my commitment to all of you. And if you feel like one of these might be yours, because we have a smaller amount of people that are reaching out, I don't think that it's necessary at this time to do a time block, a 2-hour time block. But I am going to be able to have a specific time set aside for you to come in and have a staff member or a volunteer walk you through to see these cats. So we're not going to turn anybody away. If you feel like one of these babies might be yours, please reach out. And again, the most specific details or identifying markers that you can relay, pictures. If you have a microchip, I've gotten a lot of emails that say my cat's microchip, but you haven't given me the microchip number. So if you have that, please include that, because I can right away tell you if I have your cat here, because I have a list of the microchips on file. So please know that I will continue to check that email until the very last one comes through.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so again, we're not gonna do, probably unless we get bombarded with, requests, we're not gonna do the 2-hour blocks of people just coming and
Correct.
walking through. If you think we have one of your animals now, go ahead and email us prior to showing up, and we're gonna try to check your animal and then just let you come in as we schedule. It'll be
Right.
like on a schedule basis, right?
Yeah, because if you show up, just know my staff is stretched so thin right now. If you show up unannounced, which I'm not going to turn you away, but you may have to wait. You may have to just have a little bit of patience and wait until I can find somebody that can walk you through, because remember, these animals are not even in our main shelter. They're just across our entrance. So all of my staff is in that building once cleaning and feeding is done, to allow these cats to have some quiet time. So I need to have somebody assigned to be able to walk over with you.
All right, so a lot of people have been asking how they can help. I know one of the questions is, can they come in and volunteer? And right at this moment, we have a lot of our current volunteers that have been tremendously helping us. They've been so good. I think right now, we're not gonna start any new volunteers specifically for this, just until we can get through like this hunch. And then also, we are under construction, so the volunteer spots are very limited right now until construction's complete. So for volunteering, I don't think we need any current new volunteers right now.
And a big component of that is to bring on new volunteers right now, I have to have staff to be able to train those volunteers. And so that time would be taken away from caring for the animals. And right now I have to prioritize the care of the animals as much as it breaks my heart to tell somebody that we don't need their help right now, which please know
we will.
We absolutely will.
We will.
We are absolutely going to need your help, especially when this construction project is finished. Right now, we have a core group of volunteers that are our rocks. They are literally coming in and just saying, where do you want me? So I want people to know that we have the volunteer support. This isn't that we're trying to do it on our own and not asking for help. That's not what this is about. This is about new volunteers that are feeling the pull to help. And I encourage you to hold on to that fire, because we're gonna need you. But right now we have to focus every single minute that we are here on these animals. And we have, trust me when I say, we have a core group of volunteers that are showing up every single day and letting us use their hands, their bodies, their minds, their everything for whatever we need them, for sorting donations, to folding litter boxes, to answering phones, to whatever we need. Our laundry we have a laundry fairy that comes in and does our laundry. It's been incredible. So please know we will need you. So stand by for that call.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Now our current donation needs, physical donation needs.
Yes.
I heard this morning that we really need litter.
Yes.
What else are the most current needs right now?
So for sure, cat litter, it can be any kind. It can be clumping. It can be a bag of cat litter that you have at home that your cat says, this is not bougie enough for me. Send it our way. Our cats will gladly accept it. So cat litter, we are flying through cat litter. We will always need wet food. We will always need wet food for the extra calories, the moisture, the nutrients. Wet food for sure. Bedding materials, we will still need bedding, towels, small blankets, comfort items, things of that. If you're feeling, that you want to do something a little outside of the box, Dawn dish soap, paper towels, these are things that we are also using an immense amount of. Garbage bags, those are items that we are flying through as well. So if you have extra of that and you want to share, we're happy to take that as well.
All right. And then, of course, monetary donations to our emergency medical fund.
Yeah.
Our emergency medical fund is getting depleted very quickly due to all of these animals.
Yes.
And, we're doing, just the other day, not only did we do spay and neuter surgeries for 30 or 50 plus animals?
30 plus animals.
Yeah,
Yes.
We also did a ton of dentals, extractions, everything, not including all the heartworm tests, the vaccines, the fecal test, everything, it all adds up.
It all adds up.
So if anyone can even spare $1 to our emergency medical fund, we'll be very, very appreciative to that.
Yeah, the staff time alone is an incurring expense for the shelter
Yes.
as well. We have staff that are giving up PTO hours and are accruing OT to try and make sure that everything is done every single day. It costs on average about $2,000 a day to provide adequate care for just the hoarding cases, the hoarding case animals that have come in. So when you multiply that in a week, that's $14,000. And these babies have been here over a week.
Yeah.
So the funds, and that is just for day-to-day care. That's not including the medical side of things. So this is a very expensive case for us to have incurred. So yes, anything helps, any amount helps, and we need it, for sure, we need it.
All right, that's all of our questions from what we've seen, right?
I think so.
Anything else that we're missing?
No, just the working cats. If you guys can come in,
Yes.
you guys, I just want to say a quick thank you. You heard our plea last time on our last video when I had mentioned that we had 12 working cats and we needed to get those out so we could free up kennels. Bless all of your souls. You came in and within 2 days, the 12 cats were gone. And I have chill bumps thinking about it because we've had some of these cats for months waiting for working cats to be adopted. And so we asked, you guys heard us in a big way, and I'm asking again because we are gonna have 30 plus that are gonna need to be out of here. And then just to keep checking our website for these animals so we can try and get them out as fast as possible. For their sake, for our staff's sake, and for our community's sake, it's in everybody's best interest to get these babies into a home as quickly as possible.
Yeah, and you also don't need to be a Martin County resident to adopt from
Correct.
us. So
For working cat, for regular animals.
as long as you can make your way down to our shelter.
Exactly.
We'll do the interview.
Exactly.
We'll have you fill out all the paperwork, and you can meet and greet.
Yes.
And we'll do those adoptions.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for those of you who are potentially in a position to take more than one of the small dogs, we have had them housed together, some of them 3 or 4 in a large kennel together. They love each other, so I'm not putting pressure on people, but
Bring home 7 dogs.
But
Do
if
it.
you wanted to take 2, they're tiny, they're all very small dogs, and they curl up in a bed together, and they play together, and they groom each other, and you can tell they're feeling better, and they're
sweet as sugar.
They are all just, I named one of them Pocket because he was literally trying to get in my pocket to just, to cuddle up. So, yes, if you want more than one dog, we were happy to do that as well. And some of our cats are together in kennels
Yes.
together. So our friendlies, not just our ferals and our working cat pathways, but some of our cats are together. So keep that in mind too. If you see somebody when you come in and they have a buddy with them and you want to take both of them, I'm sure that they would love to go with their partner. They've been through a lot, so they're definitely finding comfort in each other. But you can see the light has come back in their eyes, and they are ready. They are ready for their.
It's so
their
heartwarming
next.
to see.
Yeah.
The first day that they came in, they were so shut down, catatonic, and now they're like rolling around being happy. It's amazing.
Yes, we'll have to get some video footage so everybody can see the joy that these animals are just it's just pouring out of them. So yes, we're excited for all of them to have the opportunity to be out of here and a fresh start.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you guys again
Yes.
for all of your support. It's been unbelievable how much support we've gotten in our shelter. And again, if you think you're missing your animal, go to Help the Animals at hstc1.org. We're going to try to reconnect you guys with your missing pets. And thank you so much again
Yes.
for helping.
Thank you so
You guys are
so
awesome.
much. Yes.